Hi, and welcome back to the Senior Network. We're now joined by Becky Davis of the Cypress. Glad to have you. Yes. And LaToya Waldo with Comfort Keepers. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
We've got a lot to talk about with this. And again, during the break, sometimes it's interesting what we end up talking about. And you've got something fun to show us today. And in the meantime, we were talking about isolation. Yeah. And one of the things about being a senior, I think that we all worry about in your business, all of our businesses, is someone being isolated. Talk to us a little bit about how that affects you at the Cypress when someone's coming in looking for a place.
Well, isolation is, well, folks who feel isolated, it kind of manifests itself into physical problems as well. Depression, physical pain.
Exactly.
And so there are many layers to that. It's just not like, oh, mom and dad just aren't getting out as much. It's manifests itself to the point where they are so depressed that they don't reach out. There's no social interaction whatsoever.
And don't you find that people, when they feel isolated, you don't necessarily know the words, but you sort of get in that rut of, I don't want to go out.
Right, exactly.
Right? I don't want to go do this now. I don't have the energy.
It's the depression that I think. But it's hard to put a term on that. But I would say depression. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
No, I totally agree with that.
So, but to that point, however, what I found in my 30+ years of being in the continuing care business, or life plan business now that it's called, it is really hard to move a family member, a mother, father, or a couple from their independent living home to a continuing care community.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, it can be very difficult because they don't want any change. They're comfortable with
their isolation.
Their isolation. I mean, it's an oxymoron. You want to reach them before they get to that point where they are. I think you all talked in the last segment about hope and hopelessness.
Yes.
You want to get them to move before they feel so hopeless. And at the Cypress, it's a win-win situation because we're still offering folks independent living. With all the activities and all the social aspects that go along with a life plan community, but moreover, we're also offering that next steps. So when you do need that higher level of care, the Cypress is there to make those decisions, not for you, but to help you transition. And when you are isolated, it's just impossible to make a transition.
We were talking before. We were looking at the goodie that you brought today, LaToya. That is kind of a tool, if you will, to alleviate isolation. Talk to us about that.
Yes. So what we've done...
This is cool.
Can we bring it up?
We sure can. Yeah. What we've done with social isolation is, in Comfort Keepers, what we've done is, the first step of it is our caregivers. They want to be a part of the process to make sure mom, dad, and loved ones can come out of their shell. And it may have been years and years not being around people. A lot of their friends have gone on, and so a little quiet, introverted, and everything else coming into yourself, manifesting into health problems, as you mentioned earlier. And so what we've done is we developed an interactive caregiving model for our employee, for our clients. And so part of that is bringing in tools. And there was a segment that was done.
Technology
is changing a lot.
Especially in this industry.
Yes, and there was a segment done years ago where there was an older gentleman who was just sitting and quiet, and you just couldn't really bring him out. And they decided to bring an iPod and put on some old music that he used to listen to. Turns out he used to sing in a band when he was
that's
younger.
Pretty cool.
And it really brought him out. It made him and his days seem more fulfilled. He enjoyed life a little bit more. And so what we've done is we've brought together a tool and partnered with a company called GrandPad. Like grandfather, grandparent.
I like GrandPad. I got it. I like it.
And so it's a technology tool that allows our grandparents and loved ones to be interconnected with us without having to do much other than turn it off and turn it on.
All right, and with that, you know what we're going to do? This is so torture, but you're going to have to stay with us.
Yes, and we will be back.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we're going to hear about this great thing that you have. Stay with us.